Swing the left leg behind you again, plant the hands, step back, downward facing. Hey everyone, welcome to class. This is a Friday flow as a part of our day of the week yoga series. You know, when I think of Friday, I'm like ready to just chill, be done with the week. I want to come home and not have anything else to do. So this is a nice restorative flow, a yin-ish practice that's just going to balance out the week. Nice to end on a calm note, you know, as we end off a busy work week. So I'm gonna have a block nearby. You might use it, you might not. It really just depends on what you're feeling like. But to start this one, we're gonna start on our backs. So get cozy with me. You can keep the knees bent with the feet flat on the floor and just let the knees drop in towards the midline. Nothing fancy. Stretch the arms out to the side. And just take a few deep breaths here. And I know we all look forward to Friday, look forward to the end of the week, look forward to the weekend, and leaving the rest of the week behind us. But I want you to take a moment and reflect on some of the highlights from the last few days. So even though I know work days can be stressful and weekdays can be stressful, what is at least one moment that maybe stood out as a bright spot, a highlight, something that you're grateful for? Can be really small, can be something really big. But whatever we focus on, we tend to amplify. So just scan your memory for more of these moments. And then just sit in some gratitude for those highlights. And as we close out the week on that note, feel so much better, even better, going into the weekend. So whenever you're ready, just pull the knees in toward the chest, give yourself a big squeeze, and shift your weight side to side. And slowly sit up. You can sit facing the top of your mat, the front of your mat. Just sit however it feels comfortable. Just cross the legs however you like to, however you might sit normally. And just gradually walk the hands straight out in front of you. So walk them out towards the corners of your mat and maybe sway side to side. Finding some stillness here, walk the hands back in and take a gentle twist. Bring the left hand behind you, the right hand to the outside or to the top of the left thigh. Look over the left shoulder. Turn back towards the center. Tip your right ear towards your right shoulder and bring your right hand to the side of the head. Just give the neck a little stretch. Bring it back up to neutral. Let's twist the other way. So turn over the right shoulder, bring the right hand back. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh and twist. Try not to hold your breath here. Turn back towards the front. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder and bring the left hand to the outside of the head. Just give the neck a little stretch on the right side. And bring the head back up. Look up towards the sky. Look down at your feet. I want you to round the shoulders in, kind of like you're doing cat. And then pull the chest through like you're doing cow. Look up. Do that a couple more times. Exhale, round the back. Pull the belly in. And inhale, pull the chest through. Look up. Come back to neutral. Rock onto the hands and knees. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow, moving with your breath at your own pace, as usual. And I want you to keep letting your mind drift back to that gratitude. Back to the highlights. Back to the good stuff. Not that, you ignore or repress the things that you need to deal with and handle. But in the moments that you're not focused on that, you're not focused on any solutions, I want you to instead focus on the stuff that your mind can tinker on that's just good. It's just positive. Take one more each way. And bring it back to neutral. Walk the knees back a little bit just so you've got space in front of you. We're going to take puppy pose. So walk the hands out, shift the hips back a little bit so they stack over the knees. And then either come down to the forehead, if that feels like enough, or come down to the chin. And take a few breaths. Inhale. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Stack the knees under the hips. Stretch the right arm up. Exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left and thread the needle. So come down to the right side of the head. And support yourself with the left arm wherever it feels good. Let the eyes close. Slide the left hand in, unwind, stretch the right arm up, bring it down, and let's switch sides. Left arm reaches up, exhale, thread under the right, come down to the left side of the head, support yourself with the right arm, come back to that breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring the right hand in. Almost said foot. Take the left hand down. And then tuck the toes under. Sit up and back. Find downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet a little bit. Work out some of that tightness through the calves, the bottoms of the feet. And then bring the left foot forward. Drop the right knee down. We're just going to find a nice low lunge. And by low, I mean low, more like lizard. So maybe bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. If you're not quite ready for that, here's where your block will come in handy. Just bring your block up, maybe drop down to the elbows on your block, whatever you feel like doing, whatever feels sustainable today. I want you to find a version of this that you can relax in. So wherever you can take nice, free, deep breaths. And you reach the chest a little bit more forward. Come down to the hands if you're not already there. Lift the chest up just a little bit. And I want you to bring the right knee forward, just like, I don't know, a few inches. Swing the right leg behind you. So now you're kind of at 90 degrees and 90 degrees in both knees. Shift your weight into the left leg. So you're kind of getting a stretch through the inner thigh, and take the left hand down. So your right hand can be on the lower back. You can stretch it up. We're not going to stay here long. Take 3 more rounds of breath. All the way in. Keep opening the chest around, kind of spiraling it around just as you would in an extended side angle. And then come up. Swing the right leg back again. Plant the hands. Step back to a downward dog, lifting the hips high. Now bring the right foot forward. So we're coming back to that low lunge, lizard-ish, almost lizard. And you can come down to the hands or the forearms, wherever you feel like you can sustain it. And tap into that breath. So I just mean by that, focus on your inhales, your exhales. Whenever your mind wanders or you start to pay attention to your body, like your physical body, does the pose look right? Am I doing this correctly? Let your sensation guide you. And once you feel like, okay, this feels like a good stretch, let that be enough. Lead with the chest a little bit more. Try to find a bit more length, a bit taller through the spine. Take a couple more rounds of breath. And inhale, come back up to the hands if you're not already there. You're gonna lean back on the left knee a little bit, slide it in a few inches so that both knees would be at about 90 degrees. Then swing the left foot behind you. You're gonna lean into the right foot, plant the right hand down, and you can bring the left arm up. You can keep it at the lower back. You can just kind of chill wherever you want. You're looking for that lengthening, stretching towards the groin and the inside of the right thigh. And then bring it back up. Swing the left leg behind you again. Plant the hands. Step back, downward facing. Lift the hips high. Feel how much more freedom you have in your legs already. On your next breath, we're going to come through to pigeon on the right side. So if you want to bring the right leg up, you can, or just bring the knee forward. Find pigeon. Slide the left leg back. Square the hips off. You might use your block to support the head. You might not. I always prefer it. So we're going to hold here for a little bit longer. So get comfy. Let the eyes close. And where can you let go? Notice where you hold tension. So it might be the jaw, might be that back knee where you're squeezing, overly engaged. If the mind starts wandering, bring it back to the good stuff. What worked really well? What was a highlight? Inhale, walk the hands in. Swing the left leg around. Oh, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Find double pigeon. So if your left knee is really high up off of that bottom leg, you can bring your block underneath it just so that you can relax a little bit more. Maybe you stay here and lean back, or you can shift forward and start to fold over the legs. Again, meeting yourself right where you are. No pressure to be anything different, to be able to do anything different. Just find whatever variety feels right and stick with that. You want this practice to be another win for your week, another feel-good moment, something that you can look at and say, oh, I'm so glad I did that. Not anything to accomplish or achieve or check off, you know. Nothing but the good stuff. Lift the chest. You can lean back just for a moment and extend the legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake. So lean back on the hands. Shake the legs up and down and then tap the feet together. Find some stillness here. Sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. See if you can catch the feet. So start with like a mild forward fold here. Just do like maybe 50 to 60% of what you think you could do. Inhale, walk the hands in. We're going to take one last fold. This time, see if you can take it a little bit further. So exhale, walk the hands forward, come all the way out. See what a little bit of a deeper fold feels like. Inhale, walk the hands in. Lean back on the hands, bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, and lift the hips up for reverse table. Inhale fully. Exhale, sit the hips down. Cross the ankles, roll over the feet. Sit back, downward facing dog. And take the left leg up. We're going to come through to pigeon on the left side. Slide the right leg back. So block if you need it. Get rid of it if you don't. But again, we're going to find a version of this that feels sustainable, easy, relaxed. And take 4 to 5 more breaths all the way in all the way out. Inhale, walk the hands in, lean over to the left and bring the right leg around, crossing the ankle over the left knee. Adjust, accommodate your body however you need to. And knowing that however you have to do that is right, okay? So whatever you have to do to make the pose fit you, suit you, is correct. Hinge forward when you're ready or not, lean back if that works better. On your next breath in, lift up. Lean back on the hands, unhook the legs, extend them straight out in front of you. We'll take one more forward fold. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, hinge forward. So we're just going for one round this time. Fold as much as you comfortably can. Inhale, lift the chest. Cross the legs comfortably. Sit up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. And gently bring the hands to the heart center. Blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for being here today. If you liked this class, the full-length version lives inside Bad Yogi Studio, which is where all of my full-length classes live. With over 350 in there, there's literally something for every mood. So please, I invite you to jump down to the description below, tap the link, you'll get a free 14-day trial. I hope to see you there. I know you'll love it. You'll also get access to the Facebook group that comes along with that, the full Bad Yogi community. All the good, positive yoga vibes. So check it out. Can't wait to see you inside. And in any case, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for practicing me. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.